Don't tell me I'm going to have to go to Belton Bridge. The waters seem kind of low. So this is what it's like when the waters are 5 feet lower. Dang. Crap. The family boat is stuck. Am I going to have to spend the entire day trying to help them out of this? I came out here to chill. Probably the second last time I'm going to be able to come out. And I hear somebody struggling. I told you guys you can't get the family boat past a certain location. And the waters are 5 feet lower. It's almost 1 o'clock up in this thing. I still might have to get out. I don't think I can make it through this channel. This is going to be quite the day. I have never been out. Well, take that back. I haven't been out to this part where the water's as low as it is now, but they have to do it like that. It's that time of year. I wonder what Lake Altoona looks like now. We have one little tiny channel. Oh, hey, little turtle. I saw you sticking your head out. Don't mind me. Look at this tiny little channel right here. And I'm still gonna have to get out. They're about to put a stop to us. I mean, dang, look at that. We are usually sitting about 5 feet higher every time I come out. No matter what, it's still heaven. Or how I should say, heavenly. Yeah, there's another boat out here stuck. I'm making it though, I'm making it. I'm not having to get out. It's only about 1.5 feet deep. I'm out here to improve with the tan. Oh, they're not stuck. It's people swimming in the river. This thing is ice cold. Look Look how low this thing is. Let's do something I haven't done before. Let's sneak under the pillars, under the column right here. Let's see if I can go under this thing for the first time ever. I might have to duck down a little bit though. I don't want to scrape my dome. That thing's gonna be up to the forehead. Check this out. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Don't bump your head, don't bump your head. Dang, would you look at this, guys? We're usually sitting about right here. That's where we're usually sitting. This is crazy. There's a first time for everything, right? Why do I think it's funny? I just find it interesting, that's all. Never thought, oh, here comes the family boat. Here comes the family boat. And they are zooming down here. Let me get out of their way. You know how they like to make waves. What a gorgeous day. It's going to clear out completely though. According to the forecast at about 1:30, there's not going to be a cloud in the sky. It was raining pretty good this morning up until about 10 o'clock, 10:30. And look at what they give us out here in this heavenly spot. As soon as I saw the forecast for today, late last night, I knew I had to come out. Probably one of my last times coming out this year. Going to be up in the upper 70s today. Perfect weather. Extremely low humidity. And I'm going to be out here till dark. Well, close to it, you know. Four feet lower, 4 to 5 feet lower. It's going to be quite the experience today. Seems like the winds are going to be quite high today. So what you think? You like it? They're going to have me out here all day in a tiny little location looking at things, you know. A different perspective on the life out here. Being 4 feet lower, 4.5 feet lower, whatever. Thinking about all these times we came out here, sitting on a different level of life out here. It's almost like it's being in a different place completely, totally, you know. Because we haven't witnessed it like this out here on this side. Well, there was back in like 2019, I think it was. I was up there by Belton Bridge when we were going through that 2.5 month drought. And I was out there like the first week of October, I think it was. And the waters were so low. You can walk across the river. In most parts, it was only about an ankle deep, just about. What do we got going on out here? See, this is the kind of stuff that gets hidden by the water when it's 4.5 to 5 feet deeper. Is that part of a vehicle right here? Metal is nature. That's part of a vehicle, probably dumped out here back before they dammed up this place. People a long time ago, they probably did the craziest things knowing that the water's gonna get backed up. Think about all the dumping that they did just to hide something, knowing that the waters are gonna get high in certain locations, get deep, cover things up. I'm not talking about criminal activity, I'm talking about just like, imagine someone coming out here back in 1946 or something like that in a certain location and trying to dump all the crocs from like the 1840s, 1860s, 1870s, broken or not. They had to figure out how to get rid of stuff that they didn't want anymore back then. I mean, think about all the piles of wagon wheels and stuff. Think about anything that could be desirable for today. Maybe the ones who lived out here a long time ago up and down the river had no idea to protect the properties of water, especially when it's cold. Imagine that. No, but I'm just saying. I think I see a blue fishing lure. Is it? No, it's not. Peace and quiet. I mean, look at that difference in the sky. Check that out. It's only been like 3.5 minutes. Welcome to heaven. But I know why they're emptying out the waters. You know, I like to keep up with the times when it comes to nature, of course. Saw that article. How they're letting out the waters because they're predicting a lot of heavy rain this late fall and throughout the winter. So they're thinking this place is going to go sky high or something. So they're trying to compensate for that by lowering the waters. Hope you like my heaven videos. I know they're not much in your book, but in mine, just my life experiences. I still would like to know what this place was like 1,500 years ago, you know? Where was everybody? What did they do? Even back in the 1910s. I want to know what it was like. All I gotta do is just come out and ask. Let me take the shoes off. Imagine what's under the silt. 3.5 to 5 feet. I can't even imagine, really. Well, I can imagine because I already know. Everybody should know what's under the silt. This was old farmland up until the time where it started flooding in. Settled the thing down. You know, like a bucket of sand, you know. You build that thing up, let it dry out, put water in the bottom, and then you just shake the bucket. You know, they teach you that in engineering class. Teach you how foundations like to settle during earthquakes and stuff like that. What a shame. Look at how they come to this one spot right here. Look at how the footsteps just collect in this one spot. But they never took anything out. And I'm trying to get to that thing. Heck, do I get myself? It's like you gotta have snowshoes out here. This is probably that girl that was swimming in the lake with her boyfriend or something like that. She didn't go deep like we are. You're gonna say, man, you better be careful out there. Watch the chariot start playing games out here. Man, I'm gonna get to the furthest spot up in this place, and I'm gonna turn back and my paddle's gonna be floating away deep out in the water. Look at me trying to do community service out here. Imagine if I stepped on a fully intact arrowhead the size of my left hand stuck in these soils. That would be crazy if I cut my foot on something like that. And then I would never be able to get it out of the sand, out of the silt, the soil. Number one, it's illegal to even touch. Number two, it would be like trying to get one of my creek walking shoes out of a creek that took me in up to the thighs, and they claimed one of my shoes, and you would be sitting there trying to dig that thing out of the sands, and you would never find it. Thanks for the heavenly experience walking in the soft soils out here. You know exactly how to bring heaven to everybody. And heavenly experiences for real. I wonder what they're going to lead me to today. on this beautiful Sunday. They always lead me to something. Even if I don't go out looking, I find some kind of understanding, and I'm always excited now every time I go out. I wonder what it's going to be today. Now, this is a crazy sight if there ever was one. How is this such a crazy sight right here? It's on the left. Would you look at that? Look how the slope just drops completely down like this. And every time I come out here, the kayak is basically, like 4.5 feet higher. But when we pull up the kayak, it's almost like we pull up on level ground up in here. Right here. That's where we pull up with the kayak. And look at how it slopes down this deep right here. I mean, like I told you in the very beginning of the video, today's going to be more, it seems like today's more going to be like a learning experience coming out here. We're going to get to see the way it is when the waters are lower. So when we keep coming out here in the spring and summertime, we know how deep things can get in certain locations. I mean, there's the typical pulling spot right here, way up here. And this is how deep it slopes down. That's crazy. I know technically it's nothing. Now that we found out what we could be in for later, at least we know how deep it can get. I mean, look at that. I never even knew this existed right here. You always assume by looking in the waters when the waters are deep. Man, is that beautiful? Look at that. But you automatically assume in places like this, you think it's going to be steady slope all the way through in certain locations. You always keep wondering when the waters are deep. You're sitting high up on the kayak, floating up here throughout the late summer. I mean, not late summer, but late spring all the way through the summer. You're sitting right up in here on the kayak, not knowing what's below. That's crazy. At least I know now where I can step and where I can't step. Thanks for today's Sunday school. All right, I got a question. Now, they said it was going to be completely cleared out at about 1:30, so we're looking at about another 10 minutes in this beautiful day. Not a cloud in the sky. These are the last bit, right? Then what the heck is that? You talk about spreading out. Is something moving out or moving in? Man, would you look at this little zone right here? Settling of the land. I mean, look at this little tiny island right here. I wonder if there's anything that needs to be saved from it. On it, whatever. I'm going to have to build them a bridge. Take some sticks or something. Oh, there goes a boat mark. A boat line. That's pretty dang cool right there, though. A little tiny island. It's almost like the island behind us. That's weird, though. Think about that. That's like a scale model, guys. Look at that. Maybe I need to go to Hobby Town or something. Hobby Lobby and buy some model trees. Scale model trees and put it on this thing. I mean, look at that. No, it doesn't look like Sawney Mountain. Sure as heck doesn't look like Stone Mountain either. I'm just talking about like the shape of it. That's weird, because it's almost like this one right here. That's crazy. But I got the 2 loaves of bread out here. We're about to go to that spot. I'm going to be spending the entire day out here just chilling, letting them talk out here. And I don't have the backup battery pack. I got to lay off the 4-hour videos, you know. I'm having to cut out a lot out of my videos so I can upload them to YouTube. They're not boring for me, they're just boring for you guys. But there's some weird kind of truth told every time I go out. In that one video that I made, coming out here giving up those flowers, the eggs, the bread, 2 loaves of bread, was probably one of my most active videos so far this year when it comes to them talking out here. And they told us truth. They set me straight out here. And I'm out here today to say thank you very much for raising me, whatever that's supposed to mean. And I definitely want to know, what do they mean? And who is the one that said, Leonardo, in hell, it rains fire. Sorry, little baby turtles. Don't get scared of my voice out here. I'm just laughing. They sounded like they were trying to teach me a lesson out here in heaven. Leonardo, in hell, it rains fire. You guys crazy. Thanks for life's lessons. And I know that it's not a Native American grave out here. This place is so dangerous. All I gotta do is try to get a little bit more up here if they'll let me come up here. It looks so different though, from back in June. Of course it does. I don't know if this is a spot though. I mean, when the waters are this low, everything looks different. I don't even know if they're going to allow me to get up here. I mean, I'm already scraping the bottom right here. It is so dangerous out here. They won't even allow anyone. I'm talking about the laws of nature. They won't allow us to even get close to this. I see a tire. I mean, you would go up to the waist and you would never get out in this silt. I mean, look at this. You can't see anything within like an inch of the top. But watch this. We're practically right in the silt, like sitting right on top of it. They know how to protect heaven. And when they know there's an opportunity for anything major to be exposed, they will do anything they can to keep people away. I mean, the deer can walk out here. That's the strange thing. The deer can walk through this with no problem. I mean, they might have a little bit of an issue. At least you can see the bear prints. So we can try to hurry on out of here. I mean, the bear, I bet they can chase us down. Shut your mouth. I bet they can chase us down with no problem. Like they do up there in the Northwest. Oregon and stuff like that. Montana. Colorado. I mean, we're entering the thin part of this right here. Who knows what they got out here, though, that no one can even imagine or examine. It is deadly out here. I know that for a fact. Well, deadly for humans. It's not deadly for the little ones out here, the wildlife. When the waters get low, it's time to go. Let's try to make up some more nursery rhymes out here in heaven. I'm nature's rapper. Well, I guess this is a sign. This is a sign that it's not the day to clean. I got 4 huge bags behind me, and I even got the grabbers. I thought I was going to come out here and get at least 3 bags. We're not even going to have access to any kind of backup zones. If it's like this, how would we ever get out safely? There's no way to get out safely. And I can see that already. Yeah, we're not going too far. My foot's resting on something. Where are the snowshoes at? I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. You're probably still saying right now, why do you keep wanting snowshoes? Well, I don't. I just know it's the only way to walk out here. I'm not asking for snowshoes for the snow, you know. For real. I keep stopping. I'm in training. This is incredible. I know, make fun of my voice, make fun of my video. How do I explain? I mean, you know, you should hit up those videos on YouTube, whatever, those spiritual videos about being connected to the planet. Take off the shoes. Make you feel like you're on vacation. And then you gain knowledge and other things. You get better within the body because you're connected to it. You're plugged into it. How do I explain this? What it feels like to walk on this. Let's just say it's kind of like, imagine walking on, like in peanut butter. Imagine walking in peanut butter. Nutella. Oh, it's getting a little bit less safe. The silt is up to the shins, but the solid ground is below the feet. The closer I get to safety right over here, the closer I get to the edge, the more dangerous it gets. Now it's up to the knees. Uh-oh. You don't need to be jiggling out here. I mean, here goes my water walker right here. The walker for the ancient ones out here. I got the the walker right here. Oh, now the sand is sinking. I'm just trying to make it somewhere today. And it's taking a long time to get anywhere, really. Seeing things in a different perspective. When I first started coming up in here, when I was closer to the lake, I was hearing the typical the four-wheelers, the ATVs and stuff out here. Zooming through the landscape, probably assessing their hunting locations, their hunting hot spots. Let's hope they don't have any loaded things on them. You know how it likes to get deep around these rocks, these little outcroppings, bedrock and stuff. Could be 6 feet deep right here. I could be wrong, could be only 3. Stick the paddle in. Well, if I stop, they're gonna push me back. Oh yeah. 3.5 feet, 4 feet. There's our spot up there, straight away. Beautiful. I can't believe I made it this far. Look how scary that looks. I mean, look at that. That's a rough current for real. I mean, they're still pulling things down. I know I'm a little bit stuck. Let's let it go. But look at this. All right, so you see that log right there? Not that log, but that stump. Right in the center. So they cut that thing a long time ago. And that tells me that this is not the original position of this ancient creek. The creek was most likely on that side. Weird how time works. Boy, does that sun ever feel so good out here. They're not making this easy. As a matter of fact, it's downright scary and dangerous. Every time I take a step, it bubbles, and it takes me in almost up to the knees. I mean, look, it looks so solid though. whoever was asking for the bread last time I came out and called me the M name, I hope they're still out here though. Man, is that beautiful. Gorgeous out here. They're probably not here though. I mean, I don't think it would be trees and bushes asking for bread. I don't even know what they were asking for. They just said in the video back in June when I got like 50 EVPs on that one corner right here. Well, not 50, I think about 25, 30. The rest were captured further up the creek in a beautiful heavenly spot. When I was looking at the almighty seeing eye, take us that. The all-seeing eye up there, further up the creek. When I heard nature speaking, due to the seasonal changes, the growth of it all out here. But I definitely want to know who was the one out here that said, Metatron, give it to me. It's almost like they were looking in the kayak. I know they were looking in the kayak when I was away from it, because they talked about it. They said it wasn't open or something like that. They had to be talking about the eggs and the bread. And they even told me about the flowers. They told me what I should do with the flowers. Advice on love and happiness when it comes to the ladies. They said walk around with them. You talk about some advice from heaven. The cherubs out here giving you love advice and how to use flowers when looking for love. Walk around with them. Welcome to heaven. If that's not frightening at the moment, I don't know what is. When you see things turned up like this, you don't know what you're getting yourself into. I mean, I'm gonna tell you something though. When it comes to doing this kind of adventurous stuff right here. Oh yeah, I'm stepping on sticks. They hurt. Yeah, there's a lot of sticks and stuff here jammed up. This is quite the workout. I mean, I'm using this as a walker to stabilize myself. I mean, it got to the point where I was using all my force and my weight on this thing just so I can barely put the feet in the silty part. It's dangerous out here. Well, it's a learning experience. Get that experience in out here. Yeah, man. But I mean, I don't even think it's safe to even walk up here. We made it. I made it all the way up here. Just to sit around and do nothing. But look at this heavenly spot. I mean, look at the grass and life out here. Nice to be back. I'll try not to bug you too much today. You always have a lot to say out here. It's not as windy today as it was last time I came out back in June, late June. But since the life is so abundant out here today, with all the growth, I know that you will be talking. And I know now that this is not a grave. It's just a pile of rocks from back in the, I guess, the farming days or something. You even said something on audio. You said something to me Let me be careful and not keep saying words like audio. They don't really understand what I'm talking about. You said something to me when I was out here dropping things off. You said the P word. Old pasture. So you know that there was an old pasture out here a long time ago. Probably not at this exact location. But I think I know how they piled up the rocks right here. I didn't put the words in there. They said some kind of tractor. Lift master or something like that. When I heard that, when I heard something that sounded like they said lift master, I was like, don't tell me they use a tractor of some kind to pile up these rocks. Lift master. I had to Google that answer. How do you know so much out here? Thank you for knowing so much. What is it you want me to do? Come on, Fly. Now's not the time. What is it that you want me to do? What does it have to do with philanthropy? What would you like me to give? What do you want me to give away? I gotta ask those questions when I get settled in. It takes them a little bit of time to get situated so they can start answering. Some of the times I can get answers within 30 seconds of me being someplace. Others, it takes like 10 minutes to get the first one. But the most important thing is I just want them to be out here today. I'm feeling something now. It's a different kind of pressure on the body. Hold on. It's different. It's more inside my head. It's electrical. They're starting to get me in that zone. They're around me. I know they are. I can feel them. It's like they level out all the sensations in the body to where it's like everything's on the same frequency. Resignation. Not like a president. No, nothing like that. Resonate. Who am I supposed to give the bread to? Am I supposed to just set it out for the little ones? I know you're peeking in the bag. You won't be peeking when I'm turning around, though. You will be looking when I have my back turned. You guys are crazy. Let me go ahead and get them more time. Wonder if it was the fish that were asking for the bread. It's not like the fish can see in the kayak, though. There's not going to be any out here, though. Water's too shallow and too brisk with the current. Wonder who it was, though. Am I supposed to just spread out the bread? So nature can take it? Hold on to it for the wildlife? I mean, I know the ducks are out. Don't worry, I'll set it out. Oh, hey, little frog. Not a grave. Just a pile of rocks. Look out for the long ones. They're probably out trying to get what they can get before they have to go hibernate. You know how much I love places like this? I wish I could buy up all the land. And it would truly be Da Vinci's world. For real. They don't know anything nothing about money. They know nothing about finances. I mean, they'll say certain things that'll make it seem like they do. They know a little bit, like the basic stuff is what I'm trying to say. But it's so basic that it means everything. Let me put on mosquito spray. I'm getting things all over me. Gotta have more light. Seems like there's some dark clouds moving in. Some big ones. Maybe the transition of light will make things more interesting. I still haven't proven if they actually need the light, the sunlight, to be out. I was so convinced that this was a grave. Because I'm always looking for them. I want everybody to be found. Everyone to be known. Even if they're 2.9 million years old. Or even just 6 months. Not a grave. Here come the airplanes, go figure. Sorry about the stomach. Can you tell me if this is a grave or not? I don't think it is. Judging from your answer that you told me, the name that you gave us. It was too modern of a name. Of course. Why wouldn't it fly right above us? I'm not going to go too far out here. With the threat of the long ones, rattlesnakes love North GA now, and not just Southwest. Are you here with me now? I know you are. You're everywhere I go. Even when I just open up the window. Alright, something's happening right here. My whole right hand is frigid cold right. There's a cold breeze It is ice cold right here. Now we get the sound of the dang hammers 10 miles away through the forest. They want the bread. They want the bread. It's ice cold right here. Okay, hold on, guys. Hold on. Hold on. I know you want the bread. They like bread. Who doesn't like bread? And look what I got, guys. Look. Check that out. 12 grains and seeds. Whole grains. I hope you like it. Who wants the bread? I'm about to open it. You can have all you want. Just make sure you share with the other ones too. Man, my videos are tight. Maybe the cold breeze is just caused by the wind over the water, you know. I'm just trying to put a spiritual swing on everything. There's always a cause and effect for everything too. I'm just here in this life trying to understand things. Now that's a lot of bread. Really good too. I had about half a slice. Wonder how much stuff is stuck back up in this place when it comes to the garbage. So much for perfectly clear skies at 1:30. Till whenever. Looks like something's brewing. Lake Lanier style. It'll probably last until 6:53 or something like that. Let's go take a look at how dark it is and how dark it's going to get. At least I tried. And I was hoping to ask a lot of questions out here. Can't do it without the sun because I think they need it. I don't know if I should just go ahead and leave. Get back out on the lake, you know. I mean, whatever's brewing thanks to Lake Lanier, like it does every single day just about. It's just going to sit right on top of the lake and blossom out beyond it. It's pretty though. I was just hoping they can give me a couple hours of sunshine out here so I can get these answers. Ask these questions. Just simple questions, that's it. But we got that crap going on. Praise the Lord, the Almighty. Wonder if the creek is going to stop. It doesn't seem like whoever they are with the guns and the rifles are going to stop anytime soon. As long as I'm standing out here, I guarantee you they're going to quit the second I get on out. Come on, little guys, quit rubbing your hands together. It's not 7:45 yet. Can somebody please turn them off? Everybody wants it. At least somebody's getting something out of the day, out of us being here. Heck, I could have gone to one of my hot spots to look for the ancient pieces and could have ran out with nothing but memories of footsteps from people who went out there earlier the last couple days, and maybe would have collected one or two broken ones. At least I would have collected something. What a beautiful place. Now I get to go back and take several days to listen to the audio. I don't know if I'm going to hear anything, but I always do hear something. Thank you for loving me. Thank you for talking to me. And thank you for everything. There's a lot that I'm trying to figure out. There's a lot that needs to be figured out. There's a lot of stuff that needs to be fixed. And I'm also looking to do that too. But in many respects, it's knowledge that can fix everything. And I know that for a fact. Let's keep having fun together. It's nice to just come out and sit around amongst the trees, you know, and the plants. Human race has a lot to learn. Let me get back in the water. It's already 4:30, down to 15% on the battery. I think I'm done with the video. I came out here to get some major answers and just chill with them for a while, you know, and not let things fall out of the pocket either. This might be my last time out here for this year, 2023. Fall is right around the corner next couple days. Just because your leaves are changing color, just because your makeup is falling off, doesn't mean that you're dying. Gotta tell you guys that every single time I come out. Don't let the devil pick on you like that. You're coming right back around when springtime comes. I don't know how long they're going to allow me to stay in the kayak. It's a lot quicker than walking in the silt, the unstable grounds. Hope you like my long videos. I know they're not much. Here we go, moment of truth. Right here. Current's pretty rough on the right hand side. I can't afford to get out over here again. It'll take 15 minutes just to walk about 100 feet. But I have no clue how shallow it is over here on the right, in front of these rocks. It looks like it's very shallow. They're gonna get us stuck. There's got to be a quicker way out of this thing. Check this out. That's cool, isn't it? I am so simple, yet so complex. Uh-oh, they're shoving us right into the boulders, the rocks. Crap. Oh, look how dangerous that looks. What the heck is going on over here? They're pulling us. What the heck, guys? Whoa. We'll never be able to get out. What you know about that? Look at this giant Native American pot. Not hardly. It's a tub. One of the giant plastic ones, I think. Probably just floated up here. I mean backwards, that is. Dang, this place looks completely dried out. Man, look at this craziness. If you offer me $1,000, well, these days you would have to offer anybody a minimum of 100,000 for inflation, that is. I wouldn't. If you offer me $10,000, I don't think I'll walk in that mud from here to the bank, because there would be no way that you could do it. I know a lot of you out there would say, for $10,000, you would find a way. I know, good point, good point, good point. this craziness out here. I mean, you got this little island right here. You can't even see it because it blends in with the background. You know, it would definitely be nice to get out and stand on this little island right here. Just to say, I did it. I did it. Got the Chattahoochee on the other side. This is not the Chattahoochee. This is just the backup zone. And the flow line for that creek. That's all it is. It's pretty dang shallow up in here, really. I mean, just a little bit further back, I just stuck my foot in. It's probably about 6 here, since it's part of the backup zone. But a little bit further back, I stuck my foot in. It was only about 2.5, 3 feet deep. You're gonna say, get on the island. See what you can find. You did it. I don't even think you can get out, really. I mean, things look so different when you're lower on the water. I mean, everything is such a different perspective, though. I mean, there's no access in that spot that I cleaned in the woods that you can just pull the kayak right in, like you're pulling into your garage or something, a parking space. You can't do that when it's 4 feet lower. Yeah, we're not going to be able to do this thing. If I saw other human footsteps, that would be different. It would be nice, though. Just to stand on the top of it right here. Thanks for the gunfire behind us. You know I'm being sarcastic with that. I don't even know if it's sturdy, though. Or solid. It is not. That thing just went in like 7 or 8 inches, not even put the foot in. That is dangerous. Yeah. Big trouble, Little China. No go. It's a shame that I'm the only one out here, though. As far as someone being on the kayak, especially. I guess all the kayakers are over there by Rope Mill Park. All 3,000 of them. I'm trying to test the waters on this side. Just because it was silty on that side doesn't mean it's going to be silty on this side. Since technically this is the Chattahoochee on this side. It could be real sandy, sturdy. But I still could be wrong. Sinking with every step. Dangerous. I guess I can say at least I accomplished something weird today. This thing's usually always underwater, majorly. We're on the island. Another one. We made it. What do I get myself into? I know it's nothing. I mean, the island is something, but this is not really. I mean, it's kind of adventurous. Just don't go too far, though. You don't know if you're going to drop down to the left knee. beautiful. It's like I'm standing on a giant arrowhead. My footprints on this thing. You're gonna say leave a handprint. Exactly. Like I do everywhere I go. See, that's what I'm talking about right here. You don't know what you're getting yourself into until you get into it, right? In some places like this, the direct center has a tendency to be the softest. Look at him out here, trying to get me to get this can over here. You're gonna say you should have had the grabbers. Dang, look at the size of that shell. Gotta leave it. Welcome to Don Carter State Park. Look at that. Welcome to heaven. Like I told you, on this beautiful Sunday, they will lead you to something. Guess what I just found? No, you're not allowed to look for artifacts. There wouldn't be anything out here anyway. Besides, it's federal property out here. Hold on. Let me let you look at this thing real quick if I can get back over here. They got me magnetized into a different perspective. You'll never believe it. It's natural, but it's something else. Like I said, today's Sunday, right? Hold on. They knew I was looking for something for them to run us into, and I knew they would. Better hurry up, we got 3% left on the battery. Hold on. You wouldn't see it if it was 5 feet deeper right here. And no one would ever believe me in my videos. Hope you saw the cross designed into the rock. What you know about that?